I usually drink a little bit of carrot, the beets, celery, kale, ginger, a little bit of lemon, cucumber. Yeah, that's like my go-to standard. So good. Cheers. Love drinking juice, and whenever I feel like maybe I need a little bit of a health kick, I juice. Probably do it for a week, at least 1 or 2 of these a day. Not get it in my mustache. I thought I'd do this one a little bit different. I am gonna go to the store. I'll do a little bit of what I have in my fridge, what I shop for, how I kind of eat during the week. And this is a week where I'm trying to eat healthier. I don't always eat the healthiest. I love bread, I love pastries, I love pasta. That's probably why I got a little bit of a gut. I try to normally eat 80% healthy, 20% indulgent, whatever I want. That's my ethos, my life ethos. And that usually works, but sometimes it creeps up to be a little bit more because, as you know, processed foods are super addicting, and I sometimes am guilty of it. I got all my stuff. Kale, got my cherries I was eating, greens, a little bit of red cabbage. I'll eat them if I know I have them. Cucumber for some more juices. I got a bunch of fruit, bunch of tempeh, basmati brown rice. Yes. Tomatoes. Gonna put this stuff away and then I'll show you what I got.
I'm here for the food.
I love you. Give me a kiss. You want your Kong? Okay.
Go on then. Be quick about it, darling.
Here you go, baby. This is her favorite treat. Good girl. Come on, check this out. This is what I got in my fridge. So when I'm trying to be good, I don't surround myself with junk food. So I got that huge bowl of fruit. Whenever I want to have any snacks, I have that. I got some mushrooms. I also had some, I got the other day, I got some of these, some oyster mushrooms I can play with. Get ready for that refarm when the project comes out. I also have some tempeh. I have 2 blocks of firm tofu that's in the water, 3 blocks of extra super firm. I made some fresh salsa. The broccoli I'm gonna use later. Big bowl of cherries, those greens, cabbage. In this drawer I keep all my citrus and vegan cheese, but I won't tell Frankie. I have bell peppers, parsley, coriander, cilantro, zucchini, carrots, Brussels sprouts, some beets for the juice, celery. On the door, nothing big, it's all my condiments. Some vegan mayo, I have red curry paste, a couple non-alcoholic beers, a couple regular beers, some mustard, pickles, olives, my oat milk, my butters. Green apples for juicing. Also all my onions. I like to keep everything out and so I can see it because then I can use it. I have my potatoes, they still get eyes on them, but I keep them covered with the black towel there. I still have some butternut squash. They sell them year round here. I keep a bowl of garlic because I like garlic. Sesame seeds, fresh bay leaves in my neighbor's yard, and then I have some of my grains that aren't in glass jars. And then a quick one over here. Keep all my spices, seasonings. I buy them in bulk so I can use a lot because I cook a lot. Orzo, pine nuts, peanut, basmati rice, oats, cashews, brown sugar, regular sugar, jasmine rice, all my cookbook, the one I wrote with my brother and Dave. In my other drawers, I keep like pasta, canned beans, regular beans. So what I want to eat healthier, the only way that I can ensure that I will eat healthier is if I'm surrounded by healthy food. And the only downside to that is they tend to be ingredients. So that means I have to cook. The best way to actually stay in control of what I eat is by making it myself. Top five things essential, like what I need in my kitchen no matter where I go, even if I was gonna live in a van, which I would like to do probably one day. And then also like camping. It's the same in my house, camping, or in the van. These are the things. My number one thing is gonna be my knife, my chef knife. All I need is an 8-inch knife. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This one particular, this is a Shun. It's the one I use all the time. I have a whole knife roll, whole knife bag that I bring if I'm working in other kitchens, and this is my house knife, the one that I use and bring with me. If I come to your house and cook, I bring this. Second is my favorite, cast iron pans. I have 2 10-inch ones and then 1 12-inch, and these things are bad boys. They'll last forever. I bring them everywhere. If I was going camping, lived in a van, whatever, I would still bring these and use these. This would be my main pan. And I honestly leave them right on the stovetop. So they're right here, handy. They're the best nonstick pan. There's no Teflon chemicals in them. It's just cast iron. Third, tongs. And the only reason I know how to do this is because I spent so much time working as a line cook in my younger years, or just working on the line. You know, my jobs were like, I was really good at doing sauté and ovens. I didn't like expediting. I did not like standing there calling out orders. I was the guy being the workhorse in the back, cooking. So I always had a towel and tongs in my hand. That's how I got good at doing this. And as people ask for slow motion, I honestly don't know. I just hold them loosely. Next thing I always need is this cutting board. I always, no matter where I go, no matter where I live, I buy a nice cutting board. I'm using it all the time. Like a bed, you sleep in all the time. Well, this is like my kitchen bed. And I tend to buy ones that have the grains facing up like this because it's easier on the knife, it's softer on the blade. As opposed to this. You can see this, the grains go this way, whereas this one, the grains are facing up. Just a little helpful tip I learned from a woodworker that was making me one day. All my secondary knives, I just have this little one, my cleaver, which I love my cleaver. Serrated knife for any breads, a pair of scissors. I don't even own a paring knife. I haven't done anything to go clean up or anything. This is just how I keep things. So I have always a good medium saute or saucepan, a deeper saucepan, and then a bigger pasta one. The ones I use like on the daily in here, and I just happen to use La Cossette on this. Bowls, all kinds of different sized bowls and strainers. I like the strainers. I kind of just run my kitchen like it's a restaurant kitchen. I have a colander here, some baking sheets, all different size, some half sheet pans from restaurants, and then one of my favorite pans that a lot of people ask about. This is a Heston, it's titanium. It was a gift. It is super good. Like, I love it. It's a deep saute pan. I rarely ever use my saute pan here. I just use this. My mandolin's down in there, and then my knife sharpener. Water stone, I just keep wrapped up in this for sharpening my knives. As equipment goes, I use my Vitamix, and then I have a KitchenAid for when I bake. I was baking sourdough bread during the pandemic. I haven't done that in a while. I actually have to bring that back to life. And then I have my Cuisinart, my, what do you call it? Food processor. So I love my kitchen equipment. Some copper pots, which I have a nice set here, and I had a set in America. And then I got those other ones when I need them. Kettle, super important. And then also the juicer. And I've just used that randomly, but it's always good to have one if you can, you know. Super important, if not number one, is my coffee. I keep my coffee in a airtight container, and I make my coffee in this. Last but certainly not least is my mortar and pestle. I use this constantly. If you really want to level up with flavor, this is gonna do it. We'll do a lot more of that coming up soon. We'll get more into building flavors. Really bring in the most flavor out of everything you use. Another big thing I use is towels. I have lots of them for cleaning, holding pans. Always use a dry towel when you're holding pans, but like, I don't like using oven mitts. And you know, people are always asking like, oh, what do you clean up with? Honestly, I clean the cutting board and everything with soap and water, and then at the end of the night, or at the end of a shift, whatever you want to call it here in my own kitchen, is I'll use more of a disinfectant, clean and wipe everything down. But in process, I always use soapy water. Frankie's getting ready for dinner. I'll probably do a much deeper dive later on as we get into this and we get to know each other better. If you're looking for some real simple ways to stay on track, eat more plant-based, check out these videos here, and have a great weekend, week, day, whatever you're doing. Enjoy. I appreciate you. I hope it's helpful. Frankie's tired from all her playing today.